What's going on, everybody? Again, this is Zen. New video. Title is Record Made in the Regular Course of Business, Government Records and Papers, Copies, Concealment, Removal, or Mutilation Generally. Okay? You guys, this is going to be a very powerful video. Okay? People say, oh, I'm going to go ahead and drop some jewels or do this or whatnot. No, I'm dropping anvils today. I am dropping countries, I'm dropping nations, you know, metaphorically speaking or whatnot. I'm dropping some serious stuff regarding this video, but you won't really understand it unless you saw the previous videos, the last 4 videos that were actually put up in the past couple of days, okay? It won't make any sense to you. There's a reason why I'm telling you to go back and watch the other videos, okay? So attention, irrefutable and devastating proof revealed towards the end of this video, okay? It's gonna be a nice one. Now, what you see in red is what was already discussed in the last video, okay? So I won't be discussing too much of this because it was discussed in the previous video. If you want to go ahead and see it, go back to the previous videos and you'll get up to date, but I recommend that you go all the way back to the beginning, okay? All right, so but we will be discussing record made in regular course of business. You see the United States statutes at large here, government records and papers, copies, United States statutes at large here, copy of officer's bond, United States statutes at large here, concealment, removal, or mutilation generally, United States statutes at large as well, okay? Amendments, all that good stuff. All right, so when I get to this part here, halt is show and tell time, that's when I'm gonna go ahead and show you some interesting things here, okay? All right, so definitely please review the previous videos, number 1 through 4. I highly recommend it. You know, it's very important that you watch the previous videos prior to watching this video. This is still a part of a build which will aid you accordingly. Remember, reverse engineering is the key, okay? So should you have any questions or comments, you may email me at the following email listed on the screen here. Let's get to work. All right. So again, like I said, always got to go ahead and set the foundation for a reason. Statute at large, contents, admissibility, and evidence. The United States statutes at large shall be legal evidence of laws, concurrent resolutions, treaties, international agreements other than treaties, proclamations by the President, and proposed or ratified amendments to the Constitution of the United States. Therein contained in all the courts of the United States, the several states, and the territories and insular possessions of the United States. Okay, I don't have to talk about the Little and Brown's edition of laws and treaties, admissibility and evidence. You get the point. Moving forward. So, remember, everything in red is something we've already discussed in the previous video, okay? The 4th video. All right, so let's make our way to the record made in regular course of business. Pay close attention, everybody. This is going to be something else. Okay. Here we go. All right, so as a matter of fact, let's start with handwriting, okay? Handwriting. The admitted or proved handwriting of any person shall be admissible for purposes of comparison to determine genuineness of other handwriting attributed to such person. Hint, hint, think about it, everybody. Think about what I just said. Okay, let me move forward. 1732, record made in regular course of business. In any court of the United States and in any court established by act of Congress, any writing or record, whether in the form of an entry in a book or otherwise made as a memorandum or record of any act, transaction, occurrence, or event, shall be admissible as evidence of such act, transaction, occurrence, or event if made in regular course of any business and if it was the regular course of such business to make such memorandum or record at the time of such act, transaction, occurrence, or event, or within a reasonable time thereafter, okay? All other circumstances of the making of such writing or record, including lack of personal knowledge by the entrant or maker, may be shown to affect its weight, but such circumstances shall not affect its admissibility. The term business as used in this section includes business, profession, occupation, and calling of every kind. You guys are going to pause this video just for a second. Be right back. Okay, you guys, my apologies. I am back. I had to retrieve one more proof that I forgot about. This reminded me of when I was reading the 1732, I believe. Okay, so we're going to 1733. government records and papers, copies. A, books or records of account or minutes of proceedings of any department or agency of the United States shall be admissible to prove the act, transaction, or occurrence as a memorandum of which the same were made or kept. Think about what was just said, you guys, with section A. Pay close attention. This is serious. Think about what I've shown you for the past couple of videos leading up into this point. Okay, let's go to B. Properly authenticated copies or transcripts of any books, records, papers, or documents of any department or agency of the United States shall be admitted in evidence equally with the originals thereof. Think about that. All right, moving forward, let's go ahead and see if we can find another one. I think, let me just double check the sheet here. Made in the regular course of business, government records and papers, copies, copy of officer's bond. Okay, let's go to copies of officer's bond. Let's see if I can find that. It should be 1730, what, 37, I think, yeah, 37. Hold on, you guys. Okay, here it goes. Copy of officer's bond. Any person to whose custody the bond of any officer of the United States has been committed shall, on proper request and payment of the fee allowed by any act of Congress, furnish certified copies thereof, which shall be prima facie evidence in any court of the execution, filing, and contents of the bond. Boom. All right, I'm just reading it. I'm not going to get into it. I'm just reading it, and I'm going to move forward. You guys, definitely, if you want to pause the video and think about what was just read, you know, by all means, go ahead and do so. But I'm going to go ahead and continue. Let me make sure I'm not missing anything here. Okay, so now we're going to concealment, removal, or mutilation generally. So let's see what we can find here on that. I believe it is right here. There it is. Okay. Pay close attention, everybody. Pay close attention. 2071. Concealment, removal, or mutilation generally. Whoever willfully and unlawfully conceals, removes, mutilates, obliterates, or destroys, or attempts to do so, or with intent to do so, takes and carries away any record, proceeding, map, book, paper, document, or other thing filed or deposited with any clerk or officer of any court of the United States, that's number one, or in any public office, that's number two, or with any judicial or public officer of the United States, that's number three, shall be fined no more than $2,000 or imprisoned not more than 3 years or both. Listen up, you guys. I already have the amendment, the United States Statutes at Large amendment in regards to what I just read, so it's all good. Just in case if any bar members or anybody else wants to go ahead and discredit this information or whatnot, I already have the amendment for this. Thank you. Let me go ahead and continue. B, whoever having the custody of any such record, proceeding, map, book, document, paper, or other thing willfully and unlawfully conceals, removes, mutilates, obliterates, falsifies, or destroys the same shall be fined not more than $2,000 or imprisoned not more than 3 years or both, and shall forfeit his office and be disqualified from holding any office under the United States. Like I said again, with Section B, I have the amendment to this. It's not going to have any fees. Everything else is on point. Okay? Just wanted to give you a heads up. All right. So you guys, I just read some powerful stuff to you. This is a short video, so I'm getting ready to show you some proof here, but let me just go ahead and make sure that I don't have anything else to talk about prior to showing you the proof. A moment, please. All right. Halt. It's show and tell time. This is it, you guys. Pay close attention. Hopefully, if you did watch video 1 through 4, you will understand what I'm getting ready to show you right now. If you are confused, if you do not comprehend or understand, just go back and watch the video, and it will shed some light. So the first thing we want to talk about is this document here. What I have here is a lawful notice of indemnity bond. Disregard the title. I already know what's going on there. It's all good. All right. So it was recorded in the county recorder's office here, right? As you can see, CFN 2015-0822-928, book 29909, page 4701, date 12/31/2015, 11:28, 22 seconds, a.m. Harvey Reuven, clerk of court, Miami-Dade County, right? Cool. All right, so it's recorded and everything, right? So, hey, this is great. See, recorded. You have the trade name, then you have the natural man, you have the seal. Cool, recorded, right? Now, on the other hand, you have this document. Oh, interesting. So let's see what we have here. It looks like we have the same. Let me do this first, you guys, so I can show you. I'm going to shed some light on some stuff here. Let's go ahead and compare the two. So according to this document here with the barcode, CFN, we have 2015 R0822928, 2015 0822-928, right? Okay, it doesn't take away from it at all. See, 29909, 29909, 4701, 4701, then the 4702, that's 2 pages. That's on the other side, which I will go ahead and show you guys, okay? So I want to make sure you see this for yourself. So what do we have here, you guys? Harvey Reuven, clerk of circuit and county courts, Miami-Dade County. There is no document associated with CFN 2015-0822-928. See that? Book 29909, 29909, 4701. See, all I did was separated the two so you can see it. Now, for some odd reason, it appears that this lawful notice of indemnity bond was what? Concealed, removed, destroyed, or something, right? We have a violation of the United States statute at large. So what I purposely done was I went ahead and got a certified copy of this document so I can go ahead and have, take care of this matter, because this is serious. This is, if anything, this is treasonous. This is a problem. Harvey Reuven, we have a serious problem here, sir. And you are the clerk of the court. Well, clerk of the circuit and county courts, of course, of Miami-Dade County. We got a big problem, whether you know or not. This is serious, man. So I will be making contact with you very soon in the future, evidenced by this certified documentation right here by the clerk. It's been signed, and your name is on it. And your name is on it, Harvey Reuven. So I just want to let you know, man, this is a big problem, because according to, let me go back to it. I want to make sure that I comprehend this. I just don't want to make up anything, man. This is serious. Where is it? Let me find it. So basically, according to the 2071 concealment, removal, or mutilation generally, this fits the profile, and I'm looking at 2 different things here, and I'm confused. So we have a certified copy of a document that has not been recorded according to your records, and then I have an actual copy. Oops, nope, let me not show you that bombshell yet. I have an actual copy of, wow, the lawful notice of indemnity bond, which was recorded here, just not certified, but it was recorded during the regular course of business. So we have a serious situation here. So I will be making contact with you in the future, Harvey Reuven, and I hope we are able to go ahead and resolve this matter, because this is serious. All right, you guys, let's move forward. That's number 1. So now I'm going to go ahead and show you another one, which is one of my favorites. Okay, so for those who don't know, this was actually done in the regular course of business. Here, I'm going to show it to you. Let's make sure I do it right. Hold on. Okay, cool. So for those who don't know, this is a IRS form 3699. Okay, last revision was done in 1983. Return of documents to taxpayer. Of course, I know what I'm looking at in regards to the name and the address and whatnot. I understand people won't even see what's going on. I'm cool because I know what's going on, okay? So I'm not even worried about it. The date, as you can see, 4/14/2017, you see, W.A. Ben was returned. Okay, so here it says here, we are returning the documents checked at the right. Please keep them for your records unless otherwise indicated. For my records, thank you for your cooperation, okay? So this was returned from the who? Department of the Treasury, Internal Revenue Service. So let's go ahead and continue and see what's going on here. Right, let's move on to the next page. As you can see, this is the W-8 bin. This was recorded in a regular course of business, as you can tell up here, see? Internal Revenue Service, page 1 of 12. The date, they received it, whole 9 yards. Okay, from who? Okay, the trade name. But I'm running that, you know what I mean? You know what's going on here. So, of course, you know, the W.A. business certificate of foreign status of beneficial owner of, for United States tax withholding and reporting. So as you can see here, do not use this form if all I care about is what I'm about to read right now. You are a U.S. citizen or other U.S. person, including a resident alien individual. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is scroll down and show you what was done here. Like I said, if you watched the first video, you will definitely comprehend what is going on. If you have not, I recommend that you go ahead and do so. As you can see here, the name of individual who is the beneficial owner, boom, that's number 1. Country of citizenship, United States of America, born in state of the Union. Number 3, permanent resident address, no domicile, not a statutory U.S. citizen, and of course, so on and so forth. The reason why I put that there is because I was reading the instructions, and it made sense. This just made common sense. I just made it simple. Okay, country, not applicable because no domicile. Okay, you know what I mean when I say that. Let's not get too technical. All right, so as you can see with the mailing address, you see as is, that's a mailing address, as is within that country, as is, mailing address, of course. Anything else, U.S. taxpayer identification number, of course, not applicable, foreign tax identifier, not applicable, reference number, not applicable, date of birth, not applicable, it's all private, okay? Part 2 doesn't apply to me, so it doesn't pertain to me, so there's no point in me filling it out. Totally understood it. Via instructions, and of course, part 3, certification. It says here, everything else is on point. Just want to go ahead and emphasize where it says the person named on line 1 of this form is not a U.S. person. Of course, it was received April 13, 2017. The adjustment correspondence was initiated by the Department of Treasury, Internal Revenue Service, and it was completed by the CAF Department April 7, 2017, number 176. Again, this was done during a normal course, during a regular course of business. All right, so signed. Whole 9 yards. All right, cool. So there's no rebutting this. There is no rebutting this. All right, so let's go ahead and move forward to the next one. So what happened? What occurred? All right, so once I've gone ahead and did that, I realized I left the trade name and I left the U.S. person out there to hang, or whoever you want to call it, the vessel, blah, blah, blah. Not trying to get technical, just being very simple at this present time. And I obtained a CAF number, centralized authorization file number, for the person, okay? So as it says here, message regarding your third-party authorization, we assigned you a centralized authorization file number. As they did, assign the CAF number to me. And just to give you a heads up, if anyone has a CAF number and they've actually known me or whatnot, chances are I did help them with the CAF number. If they tell you I didn't, chances are I did help them. And also, if you want to go ahead and verify, I'm just telling them to show it to you, and then you'll go ahead and see the date that they received theirs versus the date I received mine. That's all. That's if they know me, of course. All right, moving forward, that includes the W.A. bin. So, okay, moving forward. Okay, so we received Form 2848, Power of Attorney and Declaration of Representative, or Form 8821, Tax Information Authorization, authorizing you as a third party to act or receive information on behalf, I'm reading right here, you guys. Receive on behalf of a taxpayer. We keep this information on a computerized centralized authorization file and refer to your number as a CAF number. We assigned you the CAF number shown above. Boom, all right? So that's one. I just dropped something on you. I'm gonna drop another one on you, okay? So we're looking at the 8821, and this was done during what? During the regular course of business. Of course, as you can see, evidence on the top, Internal Revenue Service. Okay, I'm just showing you what I got here. See that? During the regular course of business, it cannot be rebutted. It is on file, it is on record. They wrote, okay, I did not do that. They wrote it. Look at taxpayer information number 1 and then look at the appointee number 2. Boom. Don't let nobody tell you can't do it. Do not let anyone tell you that this cannot be done. All right, so I'm showing you the facts right now as we speak. Okay, so you see here, number 1, and you see number 2. All right, so scrolling down, of course, I had to redact some information, you guys, you understand. Okay, as you can see, who signed this? This is according to instructions, you guys. I'm telling you, the instructions are the key. They stamped this. I told them, of course, to send me a copy for my records. And that's exactly what they did. Very cool. We don't have to be rude to one another. Okay, 2848, power of attorney and declaration of representatives. Internal Revenue Service is, again, done during a regular course of business. Again, right, 2848, power of attorney. Behold, look at number 1, look at number 2. Okay? All right, I have to go ahead and redact some information there. They crossed this out, that's all on them. I just told them to send me a copy for my records. Okay, Internal Revenue Service. Again, during the regular course of business. Guess who signed here? See that? And I signed here, of course. All right, and let's move forward real quick. So this was also recorded with them. I don't know if you can see it. Hopefully you can. The power of attorney documentation, as you can see, during the regular course of business, again, with them at the top. This power of attorney was recorded with them. And long and behold, you know, if this was recorded with them, the certificate of live birth was recorded as well, and it is in the master file. Remember, I showed you this through the previous videos. Look at the sealing of instruments. You will see that the BC was attached to the back of the power of attorney documentation, okay? So you already, if you don't comprehend what was going on, start with video 1, work your way all the way down to this video, and you will comprehend, right? So, of course, this is done during the regular course of business, as you can see. See that? The bottom, received. All right, going all the way to the bottom to show you that to the back, this is it right here, stamped by the department. They received it, they returned a copy back for my records. All right, so let's move on to the other one. I want to make sure I got everything here. Yep, I showed you this. Now, this is the one that's devastating, man. This is really sad too, man, seriously. Okay. So what you're looking at here, maybe you guys seen this before, maybe you haven't. I'm sure a lot of you have seen this before, but a lot of people don't know how to utilize this information. Sometimes you don't have to go to court with it. Sometimes you can go to another public office. It's all totally up to you. So I need you to take a look at this. Internal Revenue Service, Department of the Treasury, to all district directors, April 4, 1985. On March 5, 1985, a charge of tax evasion was filed in U.S. District Court in Indianapolis, Indiana by U.S. Attorney George Duncan. The charges were dismissed. The defense attorney, Lowell Becraft of Huntsville, Alabama, presented irrefutable evidence that the 16th Amendment to the U.S. Constitution was never properly ratified. This amendment, which established the income tax, was signed into law despite serious effects. In reality, only 2 states ratified the amendment, and ratification requires 36 states to be valid. The effect of this is such that every tax paid into the Treasury since 1913 is due and refundable to every citizen and business. The official position of the service is, as it has always been, to aid and assist the citizens of the United States. We will not publish or advertise this finding, as a total immediate refund would cause a serious drain on the resources of the Treasury. For those citizens who became aware of this finding and applied for a total refund, expedite their refund documents as quickly and as quietly as possible. A simple 1040X form will suffice until a new form is designed and printed. Advise each of your managers that they are not to discuss the situation with anyone. There will be no written communication, and you are to destroy this memorandum. Woo! Destroy this memorandum. The Secretary of the Treasury assures me that there will be no reduction in the workforce, as this refunding activity will take a minimum of 5 years to complete. Further directions will be forwarded as the need arises. Roscoe L. Eager, Jr., Commissioner of Internal Revenue at the time. Boom. Memorandum, huh? I don't know. I think I've don't remember what happened. Okay, that's right. Violation of 2071, concealment, removal, or mutilation generally. Okay, just checking. Just checking. So, okay. Basically, you guys, I went ahead and provided you with some good information here. I really hope that you're going to take it under consideration and actually take the time to look at the previous videos, because it will aid you accordingly. Now, I want to go ahead and scroll down and let you take a look at something here. So it is time to clear your mind and focus. Please review the following list. It doesn't matter if you're trying to conduct a status correction, non-judicial recording, judicial proceeding, administrative process. Think about what I'm about to say right now, which includes conducting an administrative process after a judgment has been rendered in court against your persons unlawfully / illegally, etc. Not trying to get technical, just being simple right now, you guys, okay? Which includes conducting an administrative process after obtaining irrefutable proof that a public office, administrative agency, etc. are indirect violation, which is, of course, evidence on the record made in the regular course of business. Boom. Which includes conducting an administrative process after obtaining irrefutable proof that a public office, administrative agency, etc. are indirect violation regarding the concealment, removal, or mutilation generally of any record, proceeding, map, book, paper, document, or other thing filed or deposited with any clerk or officer of any court of the United States or in any public office or with any judicial or public officer of the United States. All right, think about everything I just said, you guys, okay? So if you haven't start compiling said documents accordingly. Please revisit the previous videos regarding the documents you will need in order to complete said task accordingly. Do not allow anyone to persuade you from not accomplishing your task, and do not doubt yourself, because you have what it takes and you owe it to yourself, your family, and the future generations to come. I wanted to prove to all the viewers that I did not have to claim another nationality other than the one that I have always been since the time of my conception into this world. I proved that all you need are sound instructions. My instructions were the Magna Carta, the American Jurisprudence, Law of Nations, Little and Brown's edition of laws, the United States statutes at large, and most importantly, my creator. Should you choose to claim another nationality after resolving the first issue at hand, then by all means, go for it. Never fear nor run away from something you don't understand, because the common cure is sound instructions, okay? You guys, I hope this has been a very proactive video for you. And like I said, I want you to definitely go back and review the other videos so it can get you to this point. And I am serious about this, you guys. We can do this, we can do this, and we can do this. Please steer away from those who have hidden agendas. What I mean by that are those who are in it for themselves, who are a part of 3 or 4 groups, maybe 10, 12 groups, those who send trolls or other people your way to go ahead and confiscate information or do whatever needs to be done to get what needs to be, in order to accomplish whatever hidden agendas or propaganda they have in store for themselves. They really don't care about you, to be honest with you. They're all in it for themselves. So I'm saying this out of love. And of course, I am a private individual. What I mean by that is I like to stay to myself when it comes to studying, when it comes to elevating the mind. I like to do that because I don't like to be derailed in what I'm doing. I don't like to be put on the wrong track or distracted. There's a lot of garbage information out there, or there's a lot of information that can't be backed. You know what I mean? And if it can't be backed, it's useless. So all I'm doing is providing you the facts and information that I know can actually benefit and aid you in whatever it is that you're trying to do. So like I said, fair warning, stay away from those, because like I said, I've already experienced people sending newbies my way who don't really comprehend on what's going on, or sending trolls my way in order to go ahead and infiltrate something they can't, because I'm literally impenetrable unless I decide to come out on my own. Seriously. And I know they already know that. But it's nothing personal. It's nothing offensive that I'm saying. I'm just being truthful, because I have nothing to hide. I'm just a straight up man. So I expect anybody else, if you want to make contact with me, come to me, man to man, man to woman. It's cool. All right, it's definitely cool. Just don't come with any hidden agendas. Come with the open arm. Be serious about it. Okay. So again, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. Like I said, it is very powerful, and I recommend that you go back and see the other videos. Definitely, like if you have any questions or concern, make contact with me, and please share the videos. Get this information out. Get it out. Don't hug it. Get it out. Seriously. You guys have a great day.